There was a monk living in Niga, who had a son named Aflong. Aflong was very foolish, a very ignorant teacher, and a very arrogant person. No lay person would even consider bringing alms to give to the monks or to visit their house. He was very poor and had only one elephant. One day, he thought, today, there are no lay persons or monks who give any offerings to the monks, so I should buy some things to keep for the monks so that they will not be in trouble. Thinking like that, he told his student, Aflong, you have brought an elephant, and you go to the market with me to buy various things to keep for a long time. The student went to bring an elephant, and the teacher and the student rode the elephant to the market. When they arrived, the teacher told the student, "What kind of thing do you buy that will keep for a long time and will not spoil?" Aflong, the student, also bought a bag of salt. The teacher saw him and asked, "Why do you buy only amphipods and not fish or dried fish?" The student replied, "Amphipods can keep for a long time and will not spoil, so I bought them for you." "Your Majesty." The teacher was so stupid that he was silent. The teacher rode the elephant back, the student, the salt shaker, walked behind. Halfway through the journey, the teacher looked at the student, heard the sound of the salt shaker as if it were easy, and asked, "Oh, Floen, I see you. How is it that you are salt shaker?" The student said, "Your Majesty, it is very easy, and it is also white." The teacher told the student, "You ride the elephant, I will walk behind you, the salt shaker." The teacher said, "Yes." And the student got off the elephant and got on the elephant. The teacher said, "You ride the elephant and wait for me in the shade of the tree." The elephant riding student reached the shade of the tree and did not stop waiting for the teacher to follow him until he reached the pagoda. The teacher, the salt bearer, followed behind. The salt was very heavy. The teacher stopped and looked around, but the student did not see him. He thought, "Wait a minute, I will bring you. I will bring you to get it." He took the salt and hid it in the forest. Before hiding it, he thought, "If anyone comes here looking for shelter, they will definitely take all this salt. We should find a place that is hidden from everyone's eyes. Only in the water can they not see it." He took the two salt bearers and hid it in the water and walked away. When he arrived, he asked the student, "Why didn't you wait for me?" The student replied, "I, Your Majesty, came to wait for the teacher, but the elephant wouldn't wait. No matter how much I begged, it wouldn't let me. It only walked as far as the pagoda before stopping." The student asked the teacher, "Where is the salt boat, teacher?" The teacher said that I hid it there. I cut a lotus stem and stuck it in it as a sign. In the morning, he took the student to get the salt. When he arrived, he told the student, "I hid it in this pond." The student exclaimed, "Oh, mother, it has melted." The monk went down, took the salt, and lifted the two jars. It melted completely. The knots that tied the jars were broken. He saw a small fish in the jar. The student said to the teacher, "There is a small fish in the jar. It has eaten all the salt." He took the fish and the jar and gave it to the teacher. The teacher saw that the fish was very angry and slapped his hand with a sharp knife and stuck it in the fish's mouth. The fish's venom was so painful that the teacher said, "You catch the fish and pull out its mouth quickly, because I am in so much pain." The student tried to pull it out, but it was almost impossible. After the fish was removed, the blood flowed heavily, and the fish poison was even more painful. The master took his student back to the temple, took both the fish and the shrimp, and when he got to the temple, he told the student, "Afloen, you cook a pot of rice, and quickly grill the shrimp, and I will cook it for you." When the poison took hold of the master, he almost fainted. Afloen cooked the rice, grilled the fish, and ate it all, leaving only a handful of rice and the fish bones in the bowl, but it was not covered tightly. The master woke up and told the student, You bring the rice and the fish to cook for you. A flong acted as if he had gone to get the teacher's rice and returned, saying, The rice and the fly fish have been eaten. Only the fish bones and the fish bones are left. The teacher believed him without any doubt and foolishly gave the student a whip and said, You use the whip to beat the flies so that they don't stay on the roof. A flong, being a student, beat the flies without stopping. At that time, a fly landed on the teacher's nose. He beat it repeatedly but could not hit the fly. The teacher's nose was broken and blood flowed. The student was very scared and ran home and told his parents the story. The parents told their son to come back to the temple, but the son refused. The teacher followed him, but he didn't dare to come for fear of being beaten by the teacher. One day, the teacher held a ceremony to recite a love spell to soften the heart of the student. The student, a flong, learned that the teacher had held such a ceremony and came to the temple to convince the teacher that love was powerful. When he arrived at the temple, he sneaked in and saw the teacher sitting and reciting a spell. He asked the teacher, What are you doing, teacher? The teacher lied and said, I recite the love spell in secret because I learned it from someone else. And the teacher thought, I am really good at love, that's why he came as my student. When the morning came, the student had cooked the rice and said, The rice is ready. The teacher said, Then you can lift it up and give it to me. The monk lifted it up and, pretending not to see it, placed the tray on the teacher's head. The teacher shouted, A flong! Why did you bring the tray and put it on my head? The student said, Your Majesty, I can't see it. The teacher turned away, and the monk placed it on the teacher's head again. The teacher said, Ah, you have put the tray on my head again. The student said, Your Majesty, I apologize because I can't see it. The teacher believed that he was really good at learning love, but now he lied to her that he had performed a secret magic ritual. And she became so good that people couldn't see her. She should memorize it so that she wouldn't forget it. The monkey offered the teacher a bowl of rice, and after it was cooked, it picked it up and ate it. The next day, a layman invited the teacher to go to his house to eat rice. Aflin said, If the teacher goes to someone's house to perform a ritual, don't wear a robe. If you are old and unkempt, you will be able to perform a ritual without any harm. They will not see you. Because the teacher is very good at performing a ritual to conceal yourself. Whoever will see you will believe what the student says. In the morning, the teacher told the student, You will follow me to perform a ritual at the layman's house. Then the layman performed a ritual without wearing a robe, thinking, I will be able to perform a ritual because my ritual is very good. Who will see my shame? Then he took the student. When the layman arrived at the house, they raised the bowl to offer to the monk, who was not wearing a robe and sitting uncomfortably. Turning left and right, he appeared in the middle of the field. When the layman saw this, they all laughed and cheered. The monk, who had not yet finished the bowl, was very ashamed. So he came down from the house and returned to the temple, cursing the disciple, Oh, you did not let me wear a robe. Now I am very ashamed. The monk said, Master, do not be angry with me. Your Majesty, is this perhaps something wrong? The monk asked, How do you see me going wrong? The monk asked, Which way did you go when you were going? The monk replied, I went out the east way. The disciple said, Father, it must be that you are going wrong. The other day, the monk told me, if you are learning all the mantras, you must abstain from eating the fruit of the safflower tree. Even if you bathe under the safflower tree, it will not dissolve the mantra. Now, the monk has bathed under the safflower tree, and has gone wrong, and has completely dissolved the safflower. That is why people have seen your shame. The monk listened to that and said, Father, a flong, I forgot to fast like that. You said that it was true. The teacher, foolishly, believed it without doubt. For From then on, Aflong was a student and served the teacher happily.